Hi guys, how are we doing? And welcome to BC310, all about getting to grips with the chromatic scale. Now the chromatic scale plays every single note on the saxophone, and there's only one of them. So what I'm going to do now is going to a close-up on the keyboard so that you can see exactly all of the notes that we need to play. It's not going to be on the same starting note, but it's exactly the notes that we need to play on the saxophone, every individual step. Okay, on to close-up. So guys, I think the easiest way to actually show you a chromatic scale is by literally physically showing it you on a keyboard. Now, a chromatic scale is actually every single note we can play on a saxophone. Now you're saying, hey, wait a minute, that's a funny looking saxophone. Well, the piano actually shows us all of the steps or all of the semitones that we can make. So, say we do a chromatic scale starting on C, which is the note here, this one, power. There's my note C. If I want to play a chromatic scale, the chromatic scale involves every single step I can possibly make. So it's C, and then this next black key here, which we know it is a sharp. So as I'm going up this scale, I'm going to call the notes sharps when I'm in the middle of, in between two notes. When I'm on a white key, I'm just going to call it a normal note, and when I'm coming back down, I'm going to call it flat, so I'll explain that in a moment. So if I start on C, it's C, upper semitone takes me to C sharp, upper semitone D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and C. Now that's my basic chromatic scales. I think it's far easier to actually see it on a keyboard than sort of imagine you're playing all the steps on a saxophone. But that's exactly what we do on the saxophone too. So if I come back down the other way, I'm going to think of them as flats instead. Because, well, if I take a note, say my A there, A sharp, and B flat are exactly the same note. Can you see that? A sharp, B flat. Exactly the same note. That's really important, that, guys. So starting from the top, I'm going to call them flats. That way, when I'm going up my scale, I can practice playing sharps. And when I'm coming down, I can practice playing flats. So the chromatic scale is a really good learning device for us. We're only going to do one octave. So I start with this C, C, B, B flat, A flat, G flat, F, E flat, D flat, and C again. There's C. Okay? So I don't need you to entirely understand the keyboard, but just get your head around that these are all the different notes that I can play on any equal temperament instrument in the West. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. Alright guys, back to saxophone time. Alright guys, so that was a brief overview of the chromatic scale on a piano. Now let's check that out on the saxophone then. So we're just going to learn how to play this together. So we're going to do it over one octave, you know what that means. We're going to start on G, all three fingers there, and our octave key at the back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as an opportunity to learn a couple of techniques as well, a couple of different fingerings. So it sounds like this. And it's quite a cool sounding scale. I've always quite liked chromatic scales. The great thing about chromatic scales are there's only one of them. Yep, you heard me right, there's only one of them. It doesn't matter where you start, you'll only ever play one. The only thing that'll change is the starting notes, but every chromatic scale is exactly the same. So woohoo, you only have to learn one. But they are tricky. There's a few little tricky manoeuvres in there, so let's go through them. So if you want to grab saxes, let's play this through together. So I'm going to start off on G. What's next? G sharp, little finger, top pad. Can you see that? Little finger, top pad. G, G sharp. A sharp, bottom knuckle key. A sharp is the same as B flat. If you don't know all your B flat fingerings, well, I've done a video on 4 B flat fingerings that you must know. So it's A sharp. B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, little finger down on that top pad. So I'm going D, D sharp, E, F. Now this is a funny one. I want to do a new F sharp. This is a new fingering, guys, so watch out here. I'm going to play normal F, and I'm going to play this little key here. Not the big key, not that big key there, just this little key on its own there. F, F sharp, F, F sharp, F, side F sharp, that guys, it's called side F sharp. And then at the top I've got to G again with the octave key. Now coming back down, when we come back down, remember that we're going to think as flats instead of sharps. So we've got G, G flat, same as side F sharp, F natural, E natural, E flat, that one there, new note guys, remember to practice that, D natural, D flat or C sharp, no fingers, C, D, D flat, side D flat, remember, side E here, A flat, and G natural. So what I want you to do, guys, is go through that and pick any awkward moments that you find. So it might be the side F sharp, it might be the A sharp, or the B flat. Also do it slowly to get your head around sharps and flats. And if you like this video, please comment below. Any problems, comment below or on the website. Please come and visit me at danchristian.net. The site's rapidly growing and I'm getting nice feedback, so it'd be nice to see you there too. Catch you next time, guys. Bye!